What's up guys, welcome to another People's Choice movie review. My cousin Adriana asked me to review two movies, so I had to choose between them. I chose this one because it was a little bit more appealing to me than 22nd of July. As always, if you want to appear on Tuesday's People's Choice, then leave a movie in the comments and when it's your turn, I'll review it. By the by, I'm Valentin Vircola, the movie guy, and this is my review for What Happened to Monday. In the near future, the planet is suffering from overpopulation. There is not enough food to be handed around. So, the scientists make more food. But then comes another problem. The women start having twins or triplets, or even more tuplets than usual. So again, there is not enough food. The government comes up with a plan that every family must have at most one child. That is definitely a problem for Terrence. His daughter just gave birth to 7 children. She unfortunately just died while giving birth, so now he'll have to take care of them. When the girls are all grown up, one of them goes to work and doesn't return. How will the other sisters proceed? Let's start with the negatives. The problem that this movie faces from the beginning is trying to differentiate every character from the other. It's hard enough if you have 2 characters played by the same actor or actress, let alone 7. They need to all feel different. And there is the one that thinks that going to cryosleep would be better. There is the party girl, the smart one. I think that this movie suffers because of this gimmick. You have 7 characters because they're only supposed to go out on a day that their name is, which is pretty smart, but you also have 7 bland characters who you don't care about because they still feel like just one character. I also don't like it when movies are too clever, and this one definitely fits that category. So they are only allowed to leave the house on the day that their name is. So for example, Monday can only go out Mondays. They have to show each other every night what they did that day so the others can know. Their careers have been chosen in a way that every one of them can do it. I mean, plans don't really work out in real life that way. Willem Dafoe's character is very underutilized. He plays Terrence Setman, the grandfather of the septuplets. He teaches every one of them about how they're supposed to live their lives so that they don't get caught. He also homeschools them. He only appears in just a couple of scenes, which was disappointing because you have a very talented actor on your hands that could pull this movie up, but the character is barely a distant presence. As for the good parts, the action in this movie looks very brutal. Pipes to the head, frying pans, scalding water thrown to the face. At the same time, the action is made so that the protagonists aren't the best fighters, but they are gritty. When they try to choke someone out, you can see that they're outpowered, but it's a position that helps them beat their opponent. The gunshot effects didn't look particularly good, but it's not something that's going to ruin the action. This movie is available on Netflix, but under the name of 7 Sisters. So if you're searching for What Happened to Monday and you don't find it, it's because the name has been changed. The majority of the cast is played by one single actress, Noomi Rapace. I hope I said that correctly. She is bad in this movie. She has a tough job in having to play 7 characters, but her expression and deliveries are just off. It's hard watching a movie where the lead is just not that good. She is good as an actress, but not in this one. She does play some characters pretty well, like Thursday and Wednesday, but for others, she doesn't really seem to care that much. My favorite scene is when Terrence is forced to chop a part of every girl's pointing finger because one of them got out when she wasn't supposed to, fell down her skateboard, and lost a part of her pointing finger. I liked it because it was one of the questions that I was asking myself. What if something irreversible happens to one? The answer to the question was satisfactory. Brutal, but had to be done in order to ensure their survival. I can see where this movie was going, and I'm sure that some people will still enjoy it. I didn't. The characters weren't that great, the overall plot didn't intrigue me that much, and I was very disappointed with the lead's performance. This movie focuses on overpopulation, and my pick for the alternative movie is exactly the opposite. What if humans couldn't reproduce? If you're interested in that subject, watch Children of Men. So, my rating for What Happened to Monday is 2 stars.